Well, Mr. Ranger Doggy, it says we're live. Live. Yes, it does. It says we're live. Eat the boo boos. Let's get some coffee. Let's get some coffee. 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 A happy, a super duper happy Saturday. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Man, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Just getting up and about here at the old truck stop. It was quiet. It was groovy. It was really groovy last night, just quiet as it can be. I was super tired. It got pretty warm in my neck of the woods yesterday. Not as hot as it's been, but it felt pretty darn warm. By the time I got to the bus, got done, got Mr. Boo Boo's, got the bus set up, I was tired. It was hot. I was parched. So yes, I got to go work today. I got to go to work today here on the 7th of July, 2018. Yep, got to go to work full day. I'm getting trained on a new piece of machinery. It's called a picker. Basically, it's a stand-up forklift, which you ride it up to get the stuff and ride it back down. The only thing will have an issue with is the heights and all that jazz. So, also, Mr. Boo Boo's, Mr. Ranger gets to come to work with Daddy today. Yes, he does. He gets to come to work. He gets to hang out in the break room where it's all air conditioned, and he can come out in the warehouse for a while and hang out with Daddy. So he's gonna have an exciting day to hanging out with Daddy at work today, huh, Boo Boos? So yeah, that's the dealio. That's the 411 for today. Tomorrow is Sunday, which I go do my laundry, and we'll go have ourselves a torta. Yeah, Boo Boos, what do you think about that? A torta. Yes. So yet all is quiet here at the good old Flying J truck stop this morning. All is quiet, which is quiet is a good thing. Quiet's a good thing. Quiet at the truck stop. From all fanatic, good morning. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy with you. I'm just doing a truck stop check. Everything's all quiet at the truck stop. Which quiet is good. So yeah, I hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy on this Saturday from all. I certainly am. I'm getting ready to go to work. I got to work on this Saturday, which is okay, swell, well, and groovy. You haven't had your first cup yet? I'm on my first cup. Yeah, I got to go work today. Make some overtime, which is groovy. Oh, swell, well, and groovy. Oh, good coffee. good coffee this morning. So yeah, like I said, I hope you're having a swell, well, and groovy morning this morning from all. I know I am. Hanging out with Mr. Boo Boo. Sorry, every time it's like my shirt is always stretched out. Anyway, just hanging out, meet the Boo Boos this morning. Mr. Boo Boos, he's just hanging out, doing his melancholy stuff. They were calling for some storms to come through my neck of the woods last night, but that never happened, which I'm glad. I didn't feel like waking up in the middle of the night and tearing out the air conditioner. What I would have. Yes, I would have. So everybody started their vacation this past week as well. Brother Mark Fun Jones, he's in Florida. He's hanging out in Florida with some cool people, some good people, some cool people. And then we have Sister Jackie. She's out doing her thing somewhere up in there in Canada. She's on vacation as well. I look forward to next year when I can say I'm on vacation. No boo-boos. Yeah. No boo-boos. It's my boo-boos. So here we are, already rolling in almost 8 minutes after the hour. On the 7th of July, 2018. It's a Saturday. And yes, yours truly has to work today. I have to go work. But it's all good. Good coffee. Mr. Boo-Boos gets to go to work with Daddy today. He's so excited. We probably could have hung out with James and Sister Dorothy today at their place, but I was offered to let Mr. Boo-Boos hang out with me today, so I will take that opportunity because I enjoy Mr. Boo-Boos as much as I can. Air conditioner, just kick it on. I wonder what the old temperature is in here. It's like 70 degrees. A comfortable 70 degrees in here, boo-boos. Yeah. Yeah, it's comfortable. Mr. Boo-Boo stayed cool and comfortable. Daddy stayed cool and comfortable. Oh. doing, Mr. Boo Boos? Of course, next weekend I'll go see my mom's. Next weekend I go see my mom's. Thing about renting a car. I know I say that a lot. Same thing about I always say about I'm thinking about getting a motel room. I never do, but I'm thinking about getting a car though. On Friday, driving to go see my mom. It's all about if I can leave my bus at the car rental place, and the car rental place is secure enough I can leave my van there. My bus. It's not a van, it's a bus. But I am glad that Mr. Ranger gets to hang out with me today. He's a good friend to have. He is. Ah, that's good coffee. Good coffee. Speaking of a hotel room, I even thought about getting another Motel 6 room tonight. Just to go to after work. Funeral host, good morning. Good morning, my brother. I just been sitting here yip yapping. Just yip yapping. Got to go work this morning. Well, actually, I work all day today until 5. And Mr. Boo Boos gets to come with Daddy to work. That means he'll get to hang out in the break room, and he'll come out to the warehouse and hang out for a while. But it gets pretty hot in that warehouse, so he'll be hanging out in the break room most of the day. The break room or Dwight's office. Dwight's my supervisor. He's my supervisor. My boss. The boss man. So yeah, Ranger come with me. I mean, I might get a Motel 6 so we can go straight there after work and just be hanging out. I won't have to check out till noon tomorrow if that's the case, so I can just marinate, hang out and marinate. Yeah, cool off in the pool and chill, man. Funeral host, you sure are a convincing person trying to get my mind, because you know I can. I mean, it's not an issue now that really it's not an issue that if I can afford it or not. It's just how I prefer to live, you know. Like I love living in my van, my bus, because I am crossing that border basically to where I don't have to live in my bus. I want to live in my bus. It's that border I'm crossing now. And the other day when I went and stayed at the Motel 6, it was hot on the 4th of July and everything. And I felt guilty that I was like abandoning that I left my bus out in the heat with nobody to hang out with. And Mr. Ranger Dog and I are inside. I know it's an inanimate object, but to me, my bus is just as real as a person as you are, funeral host. So it's like my bus has feelings. I know it don't. I know it sounds silly to a lot of people, but yeah, that's how I felt on Wednesday. I felt a little bad. But yes, it feels nice to just chill in the air conditioning and chill by the pool, and that might be the case tonight. I don't know. You know, I was thinking about, through the, when it gets really hot, it's already hot, but when August, into July, August goes through 1st of September, it gets super hot in my neck of the woods. So there might be a time where I might stay 3 or 4 days at that Motel 6. I don't know. I don't know. I just like playing it by ear. Make sure my Jeep is under the garage at night. Oh, my bus. Before the divorce, funeral host, my bus always sat indoors, like at night. Had a garage at my old house that I used to own, and ever since I've owned the VW bus, it's always had a garage to be parked in. And since my divorce, I've been basically living in it, and it hasn't had its own roof over its head. It's been my roof over my head, and so. But I'm very grateful for this old VW. I am. I'm getting a feeling. That's funny. I'm gonna get me some old coffee. Just a little bit more. Get a little bit more coffee. So yeah, I got to work today. I'm getting trained on a new dealio. It's called a picker. It's called a picker. Basically what it is, it's a stand-up forklift that when it raises up 20, 30 feet in the stinking air, I'll repeat that again, 20 or 30 feet in the air, you go up with it. So I'm kind of freaked out, man, because I'm freaked out about heights, but just like the construction stuff with my friend Kevin, I get through it. I'll get through it. So no big wolf, man. No big wolf. Heck yeah, that's a good funeral host, especially if it's been in the garage its whole life, low miles. Whoa, there goes the generator kicking on the air conditioner. Yeah, that generator sure does a good job running through the night. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to put fuel in it. I top it off on fuel at 9 o'clock right before I go to sleep. And then I wake up at 2 and add more fuel, and that gets me through the rest of the night through coffee talk, and it's still running when I shut it off to leave by 7. Today I don't have to leave as early because I don't have to go take Ranger to James's, and I don't have to pick up James, so I don't have to leave as early. Oh man, ugh. It just feels good to stretch. But yeah, it looked like we were gonna have storms though last night. When I was getting the bus set up towards the north, it looked like storms were building. I was like, oh man. But it said we weren't supposed to, and we didn't. Oh, I will. I'll see him on Sunday. I will see him on Sunday. He will, I'll go hang out with Brother James and Sister Dorothy on Sunday. Well, that's the plan. Sometime Sunday, probably Sunday evening. They're gonna get here. And raining and storming is supposed to be all weekend. That's what they were saying at first. Funeral host that it was supposed to storm here all weekend, but then it changed, which I'm glad it didn't. I really, really am. I'm glad it didn't storm. It makes it for a dull day off when it's all it's doing is raining. 2 weeks ago when I went and did my laundry at the 66 laundromat and had myself a torta, it was raining basically all day that day too. But at least I got a roof over my head when it rains, you know. I see a lot of these folks that don't, and they're all huddled up underneath like the overpasses and stuff. And maybe in the morning, Mr. Boo Boo's and I go play early golf if we don't stay at the motel. I went and played early golf the other day with Mr. Boo Boo's on 4th of July. And I really am, unfortunately, starting to come to a conclusion with a lot of the disc golfers maybe in this neck of the woods. And I don't know if it's just like they're losing, or maybe they don't know better, but there's like a disc golf etiquette out there. Same thing with ball golf, you know. There's a golf etiquette. And let's say if it's like you by yourself, especially if it's you by yourself, and you're playing along, and then you come across a group of 5 or 6 people that are playing, and usually on the norm, when that happens, the group that's bigger than you, they'll let you play through, because obviously you're going to be playing a lot quicker than them. And it seems like quite often when I come across groups of disc golfers here in the metro area, Oklahoma City area, when I play, not all the time, but quite often when it happens, especially on the weekends or like on Wednesday, they just kept playing. I didn't say anything about, you know, can I play through? On the norm, it's just like a unspoken rule, you know, like, yeah, go ahead and play through. And it just didn't happen. It was very odd. Good morning, Kentucky Ranger. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, man. I seen your pictures of your trucking pictures this morning when I was on my Facebook. Hope all is well. Swelling totally hip and groovy with you, Kentucky Ranger. I'm just hanging out. I got to go to work today. I'm getting trained on a picker, which is like a stand-up forklift, which goes up like 30 feet in the air. I'm kind of freaked out about that, but it's all good. I'm getting trained on something new. So yeah, Mr. Ranger, he'll go to work with me today. He'll hang out in the break room where it's air conditioned, and he'll come out and hang out with Daddy for a while in the warehouse. But it's just gonna be me and my warehouse manager, and there's the warehouse supervisor. Anyways, Trey. Trey's my other boss. So that's what we're doing today. Gravity. What? Just be careful of center. Yeah, man. I hear that these pickers are pretty darn stable. That's what my friend Mark there was telling me yesterday, because he used to work at Locke's warehouse, and I guess those pickers were pretty sketchy pickers. All right, this is officially official. Last cup call. Last cup call. All right, Maxwell, you've done your duty. Sleep well. So yeah, I work till 5. It's a full 8-hour day today, so that's 8 hours of overtime I get. 8 hours of overtime. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, oops. You get to hang out with Daddy today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a belt. There's like a safe belt that I'll be tethered to. I know I'll be tethered to it, but still, I get spooked out at heights. I'm not a fan of it. That was just a little something I haven't divulged to my supervisors yet, but Trey's gonna find out today. That's funny, man. You guys are come right out like nothing. Oh yeah, that's how when I fly in an airplane, like as soon as the airplane gets in the air, I'm asleep. So I'm sure it's because of the oxygen, but I'm out every time. I've always been like that. I'm out. And I always sleep right through the whole dang flight. Mostly, if it's a long, like 2-hour flight, I'll wake up and be like, getting ready to land. You haven't flown since 2015. Well, alrighty, my friends. Here we are rolling in almost 30 minutes after the hour. Here in my neck of the woods, your neck of the woods, and everybody's neck of the woods. It's Saturday, the 7th of July, 2018. I got to make like a treat and split, get the bus ready, head to work. Head to work today. So, thanks for hanging out. You can always stay tuned for my tonight's Type 2 daily vlog. With the trouble they always have on planes, why they serve alcohol. Yeah, why they serve alcohol, I don't know. I don't know, man. Because once you get up there in the air, the alcohol is like stronger or something. Your blood's thinner or something. But thanks, Kentucky Ranger and funeral host, for hanging out this morning. It's been swell, well, and groovy. And then tonight I'll have my edited vlog up and going, up and loaded, and all that jazz. Just a little snippets of my today's life, of Saturday's life, here in my neck of the woods. So, until I see you then, I'll see you in the morning for coffee talk, you know? Same coffee time. Well, it might be a little late. I might sleep in, so it'd be same coffee channel. But it'll be in the morning. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. As always, be kind to one another. Love one another. Be grateful for every single moment of the day. Peace, love, and always Volkswagen, grease.